Good day. Bob Smitty here for Smitty Live. Today we'll be talking about Five Nights at Freddy's, a game that showcases the terror of working the night shift at a family pizzeria where animatronic characters roam its halls. This game has been a great success on Steam and has spawned several fan-made games. Scott Cawthon, the creator, has already created a second game and is in the process of creating the third one. But sadly, not everyone is a happy camper. I have with me today the crew of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. They call Scott's game a gross misrepresentation of animatronics. Freddy Fazbear, Chica, Bonnie, and Foxy are here to discuss the issue. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Whoa, what was that?
Sorry about that.
That's our voice boxes. Our suits break down a lot. We almost always need maintenance.
I understand that Scott's game is based upon several incidents that happened at your pizzeria. I would like to begin with how this all started. The bite of '87.
Oh, yeah. That was an accident. It was my bad.
How was it an accident?
Okay, so get this. A little girl wanted me to give her a kiss on the cheek. So I leaned over, but something went wrong with my servo. My headpiece started freaking out, and one of our staff members, Jeremy Fitzgerald, noticed that I was malfunctioning, and he tried to deactivate me. Before he could, my jaw clamped down on his head, biting his frontal lobe. Like I said, it was an accident.
Poor Jeremy.
Okay, so maybe it was, but then there's this point. In the past year, several security guards, all of which were working the night shift, have disappeared without a trace. According to reports, many of the cameras were malfunctioning during those nights, and there were even a few nights when the building would lose power completely. The next morning, the security guard would be gone. How do you explain this?
Well, that's simple enough, really. You see, the whole building runs on a limited amount of power. It's because of the low revenue that our establishment pulls in each month. Business isn't what it used to be. In an effort to save power, the cameras black out every few moments to conserve energy. A complete loss of power would result from the ignorance of a paranoid security guard. He or she would constantly activate the door lights and close the office security doors far too often.
Wait, why would the office have security doors?
Well, for security, what else? If someone breaks in to steal the money, the guard just closes the doors. The guard never leaves the office.
I suppose that's a good enough explanation. I do have one last question, however, and this one is for Foxy.
If your question is, what does the fox say? Then I will reply, the fox says to go f*** yourself.
You get that one a lot, don't you? No, my question is, why were you running down the west hallway?
What do you mean?
There was only one piece of evidence found that was this footage of you running down the hallway toward the security office.
Does
anyone have an explanation for this?
I'm sure there's a perfectly good explanation.
Chica, you haven't said much.
I know why.
Chica?
It's okay. We heard that there was going to be a new security guard that night, so we all got excited. As soon as the place closed down for the night, we started moving. We were eager to meet the new guy. Foxy got really excited.
Yes, that's right.
So excited that he ran down the hallway. He jumped inside the office.
And he tried to say hello. I did?
Of course you did. Don't you remember?
Oh, yes. He tried to say hello, but his voice box malfunctioned and it sounded like a scream. The poor security guard had a heart attack and died.
Poor security guard.
And what did you do with the body?
Well, we didn't see any point in leaving him lying on the floor there for someone to find, so we took him and stuffed him inside a Freddy Fazbear suit.
Well, that explains one guard, but what about the rest of them?
I guess the whole accidental scaring thing kept happening over and over again.
But it happened in different ways. Sometimes I would get to the office first, sometimes Bonnie.
And when the power went out, I tried to use my eyeballs to light up the office so I could see them.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Every time a new guard was hired, you guys would make your way to the office. Whoever got there first would try to say hello, malfunction, end up screaming at them, and simultaneously causing them to have a heart attack. Then you would stuff them into Freddy suits. Did I get that right?
I would say that's all, yes?
Now, Scott Cawthon's game has portrayed your involuntary acts of murder as premeditated. This game has caused many people to question the intention of animatronic characters everywhere. Disney World, tour parks, even Chuck E. Cheese's are feeling strained. What do you guys have to say about this phenomenon that Scott Cawthon has created?
I think people need to get over it. People have always felt uneasy around animatronics. They think we're creepy because we're like humans, but not like humans. You know what I mean? This Cawthon fellow needs to stop capitalizing on automatonophobia. I don't think he realizes what sort of damage he will do to all these places you mentioned, sir.
He's just gonna keep milking it. But that's what most video game franchises do.
The Fox says, I hate Scott Cawthon.
Well, there you have it, folks. Freddy and his friends have spoken. Thanks for calling in, guys.
Goodbye, matey.
Speaking of mechanical murder, there have been several eyewitness reports of an anthropomorphic coffee pot blowing up computer stores. I don't know about you, but I think this has Scott Cawthon's name written all over it. This is Bob Smitty reporting for Smitty Live.